Hello, world. My name is Stephen Hensley, and today is Monday, September 27th, 2021. It is 4:31 p.m., and the intentions, expectations, and will for this video event are just to attempt to explore and create and come up with some ideas and brainstorm some stuff as to what I'd like to be doing with my life and with like my time or whatever I have, whatever resources I have to spare. Um, Essentially, my dream has been to become some sort of star celebrity and tell stories to like my audience and my family and friends and everything. um, I'm not like a very good storyteller. Um, Unfortunately, I feel as though I'm very like anticlimactic and boring. So I need a lot of work and like I could use a lot of help practicing and trying to get to better storyteller, be a better storyteller. So it's like I get really nervous in front of the camera and in front of people, and when I'm put into a corner, that's how I feel. At least I feel like I'm put into a corner and expected to perform or entertain, and like I can't imagine doing anything else for a living or as a career other than like entertaining. I just have to get over my stage fright and like my limiting beliefs and residual fears and like kind of conflicts and problems and dilemmas that I've got stored up. But that makes for good entertainment. Uh, I want to create my own like reality show with my blog and my any sort of like media device or experience on this earth. I like to create to be like insane. I want to be a party animal and like really express myself creatively through the world as an artist. I don't want anything to hold me back, no fear or problem. I don't want anything to stand in my way between me and greatness. I really wish I could figure out how to express myself well. I feel so blocked up and clogged. I feel like I need like to be opened up and uh shown how to express myself. I need to believe that like there's nothing to fear but fear itself, and that fear is in like an optical illusion. That it's false evidence appearing real, and not everything that's cracked up to be like everything else. I really want to find my voice as an artist and songwriter. I wish I could be like a rapper and pop artist, kind of like Eminem and Katy Perry. Katy Perry's not really a rapper, but she uh, sings well, and she can sing pretty quickly. The pop and rap are kind of my favorites with metal and rock and roll. I love a lot of music. I'd be devastated if I couldn't make an impact in the music industry. And like I can't imagine if I continued not to put effort into it. Like I've been trying to put an effort into my songwriting, but I have like writer's block or something going on with my psyche and emotions and stuff. I've been clogged up or blocked up for a long time to where it's like I'm not really capable of communicating as well as I'd like to. Uh, I'm really rusty, or like I have practice with songwriting. I haven't written a song in like 9 or 10 years, or maybe like eight or 10 years. So it's been pretty bad for me. I feel really clogged up and blocked up or empty, and it's really like or hollow, and it's really like demotivating and like really sad for me, because like I want to be able to express myself so well and in such a uh, big way. I want to be the next mega star or a hit maker on the earth. I know it's asking a lot, but like that's kind of what I'm expecting of myself, is to be able to write like mega hits on like a mass level for people and for myself and for my family and my friends. I want to do something really, really uh, kind of, I guess, unexpected or unusual or outstanding with the music industry. I want to do something that's never been done before, or like has been attempted and not done well, or done well in the past, but no one's really tried to do it again. Take inspiration from all the different directions I can and create something really unique and me. I've worked really, really hard to be a, a solo musician or artist instead of being in a band. 'Cause I wanted to be about me. I have a huge ego, and like I'm very vain or shallow or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I'm very like possessive of my artwork, and I want to be my artwork and not like necessarily our artwork. That's really a big problem because it's like I'm limiting myself so much from the world. But the truth is I'm scared of opening up to people. I'm so rusty or out of practice, I don't know what I'm doing. And so I'm really scared to co-op with people or work in a team because I feel like I can't. Uh, I'm not worth my weight. I really just get. I get to be really sort of confused as to what my destiny is, what I'm here for. And the only consistent thing in my life is the entertainment industry and media. Because it's like, it's more likely than not going to be there until I pass away. And so that's pretty comforting. It's like a pretty cool anchor that like all my favorite music, all my favorite TV shows are pretty much accessible on demand. And then there's things to discover too. There's a whole bunch of media that I haven't seen yet from before I was born, and things that are less popular or like whatever. I just want to be like a well-rounded artist, and I want to be uh, I want to be successful in a lot of ways. I want to be fortunate and wealthy, or at least capable of paying my bills and stuff like that. I don't want to be poor or homeless. That's what I fear. And so it's like I want to listen to any advice I can get on songwriting or storytelling, so I can get uh, the right variables in place to highlight myself as like the star in the story. It's like I want to make myself look good with my storytelling. I want to build up my family's pride and self-image and esteem. I want to help us feel whole again, and I want to help us feel filthy rich and just fortunate. I have belief. I really like feel as though mining my unconscious and dreams and stuff like that, my imagination and such, and like art and media as a whole for inspiration and so forth. And there's a lot that like I'm inspired by, and there's a lot that I want to attempt to do or would like to attempt to do. But I really want to focus on songwriting and get good at that before I attempt to do anything else. Because eventually I would like to write like a book and I would like to write a screenplay. But I think writing songs is a good way of beginning my storytelling journey and a good way of getting some attention. It's a good way of being loud. I feel like it's really important that I I express myself holistically, or honestly and sincerely as an artist. I put myself under oath with my friend, my next door neighbor from down the street when I was a kid, and I take that very seriously. Weight on my conscience when I step out of bounds, or when I have to lie, or I feel I have to lie. I should say you should never have to lie, but when it's you feel as though you're gonna get in trouble or you're in danger in some way, it's easier to do than not and face repercussions later. I really, really want to have faith in a whole bunch of stuff. I want to start drawing. I want to start drawing and illustrating or painting and stuff like that. But I need to figure out what my themes are, what my inspirations or muses are, because I want my work to be themed and in like a series, so it makes sense together, and so it's not really like a random hodgepodge of work. It somehow makes sense as a greater whole or a series, like a comic book series or a concept album. There's so much that I want to have faith in and so much I want to do, but I get paralyzed and frozen when I start thinking of you. And it's important that and impress this upon you in order to break through to a greater plane of reality. I'm speaking to the wind, or to my audience, or to God and His children. And that is really empowering. It feels really good to do, kind of like a confessional. Just being open with the camera and microphone and I don't know. I want to express myself so terribly, and I want to have sex so terribly. I wish I was a playboy or a player in like the pickup artist game. I guess I am because everybody's sort of playing. I'm just not like a very uh, very prolific participator. I'm not a good wingman, I suppose. I'm kind of like too messed up to worry about it. I'm 31 years old and I'm a mess. I wish my life was in order. And I wish I could get it and straightened out. I wish I had my license and I wish I had a car. I wish I had money. I'm happy I'm not locked down to a job. I just wish I had money. Cause like there's ways to make money without having a job. Like as like an entrepreneur and stuff like that, or as a business person, businessman. Uh, I'm just not sure how to do it for myself. I want to be an entertainer, but I don't know what people want or how to give it to them. My self worth is pretty low or down in the dumps. And like my self esteem and self image is right there with it. So I'd like to try to rebuild these things from the ground up, from ground zero. Because it feels like there's been like a terrorist attack or whatever on my spirit, on my soul, on my whatever. I felt traumatized or hurt emotionally and spiritually, but I don't really know from what. Nothing really crosses my mind. I've always been hurt quite a lot by what happened on 9/11. And having seen that just on television, I can't imagine what people are going through, what they've gone through as victims of 9/11. We're all sort of victims of 9/11, but there's a hierarchy. There's people who lost loved ones and stuff like that. Like, I can't remember Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live. And he's in that movie King of Manhattan or something like that. He's a good actor. I like the guy. Um, I don't know. I can't imagine what would make me feel victimized or traumatized or hurt. But I've had depression throughout my entire life, and like my entire life is a mess. I can't seem to get it worked out or get the kinks worked out or get it fixed. I need some serious help from someone who's willing to spend some time with me. I need someone who seriously cares about me and like sit there next to me and talk to me about some stuff and like help me heal my emotional wounds. I don't know how to really do it myself. I've gotten pretty far doing these video journals and just being sincere and open and honest and like kind of channeling it out, trying to get past any sort of fear or anxiety or pain or whatever mirage or hallucination that there is. It's like a lot of illusions. There's a lot of like mysticism and magic in the world to me. And like I don't know who out there actually believes in mysticism and magic, but like I believe that dreams and the imagination are mysticism and magic. We're influencing each other through expressionism and freedoms like that. They have freedom of speech and our freedom of expression. And so like makes good sense that like we work on these things like a system. I want to be like a programmer with my music. I want to be very precise and like procedural. Because it's like I'm looking for a certain result from my audience. And I'm like hoping that I can get that result as an effort on this earth with recorded media. For some reason, one of my worst fears is being thought of as being gay. It's really immature and childish. It's something like kids worry about, and when like in middle school or something. I've always worried a lot about what people thought of me because I wanted to be famous. I wanted to shape what people thought of me a little bit with like my freedoms I have here in the United States. I just study and explore these things. I want to study society as a whole. And I want to study human freedoms here in the United States. As someone born in California, my main concern is making money and being popular. I don't know why, but I feel as though if I had money, I'd be able to take care of my basic needs. And if I was popular, I'd be able to sustain that income. I have a lot of wishes as a human being, but like, I don't think it's anything too unusual or supernatural. Other than I wish I could like clone myself or teleport or like fly sometimes. things like that are really appealing. Things we see in Hollywood, on television, or reading books. I really wish we had more evidence of things like remote viewing and astral projection and astral travel and the soul and like spiritual stuff like that or metaphysical stuff. There's a whole lot of stuff that like I find fascinating, but I have no idea how to find evidence of it or how to find proof of it. I had to tap into it for myself. I'd really like to study channeling from like beyond the veil or from the other side. I really wish I could channel celebrity spirits or conjure celebrity spirits, have them teach me how to be a celebrity and like how to perform as an artist, an entertainer, and take advantage of the paranormal and supernatural to help me perform and entertain my audience. I want to give my life to God and serve God and His children as an entertainer. I want to do it for me. I feel like I was born to be on stage and performing. I feel like I was born to be the star of the show in the spotlight. I don't know how to prove it, but like I just feel that way. I tend to run away from any opportunities where it highlights me in any way that I want to, because I'm a coward. But like, I'm trying to face my fears of being discovered or being seen or being found out or whatever as being like something unwanted or undesirable or fear of rejection, essentially. I have a huge fear of rejection. I wish I was perfect for everybody. And like, I wish I was like everything everybody wished for and desired and needed and everything like that. I wish I was like the hero. And like, I want to work for that. Other people have it come more naturally to them. I was always like a nobody or a loser in school. Nobody really cared for me or liked me. I didn't really have too many friends or acquaintances. I was just like sort of a nobody and a loser. But that was in school, and that was a long time ago. I'm in my 30s now. The things aren't necessarily going better, but they're going better than what they were for a little while. Things were pretty great, but I didn't know how to appreciate it for a long time. I'm most certainly going to appreciate what I have anymore, more than what I did. I don't know what it's like to lose a whole lot of what I have. I'm not looking forward to that moment. Like when my family passes away and stuff like that. It's not too far from happening. But I don't want to focus on that right now. I want to be a little more positive. I wish I was a better storyteller than what I am. I want to set up myself as like the protagonist of the story and like come up with like conflicts and antagonists. I think the antagonist is my audience because they don't want me to win them over. They're resistant to me, like being love foreign to them. I'm monumentally dysfunctional, and I know there's a lot of dysfunctional people in the world. And I just want to help everybody out a little bit by being there for them. It's a lot to uh, accomplish. I really want to be a celebrity and just be there for people. I really, really, really want to. Um, I really, really, really want to study channeling and want to get out of my own way when I'm speaking and writing and stuff. When I'm trying to express myself. I want to be open and uh, present with my audience and speaking from the present moment. I want to refer to the past and the future, but be speaking from the now, being present with my audience. Uh, and as far as like my muse or inspiration goes, I want to be using Katy Perry. I've had the biggest crush on Katy Perry for like 10 or 12 years. Ever since I saw her in I Kissed a Girl. She's a huge inspiration to me and kind of a bit of a soulmate. Uh, I wouldn't be who I am today without her music and her media and stuff like that. It's had a huge impact on me. Uh, I really want to be a mega star like her, even though I feel as though I've missed a lot of like opportunity. I feel as though it's not over yet. Not over until the fat lady sings, so to speak, or as they say. I really, really, really want to have faith in myself and uh, my artwork. I really want to have faith in helping people. I'm not sure how to do that just yet. Some people really know how to help people with their work. makes me envious or jealous of the whole situation. I'm so jealous of other artists. It's not a good place to be. I'm just trying to be sincere about it. I figure by being honest or sincere, I can like try to relieve myself of the guilt of or shame of having uh, faith in being envious or jealous of people, instead of holding on to it and not talking about it at all. It's like disempowering uh, for your sins to be um, for your sins to be admitted to or confessed. It's strengthening. It's disempowering for the sins and empowering for the individual. As far as my experience goes, I really want to have faith in like being a really proud uh, spiritual person, or maybe a Christian uh, in the future. I don't really like religion too much because I feel like it's too restricting. It's too much like the uh, cliques in high school, where it's like people are just sort of different, and so they cling to what they feel is like appropriate or whatever. I want to study all religion, all of world religion as a whole, as like a fundamental Christian and pagan philosopher or religious philosopher. I want to be some big things on this earth. I think philosophy is one of those big things, especially religious philosophy. I want to study all sorts of different religious backgrounds and studies and create one sort of philosophy of my own to live by as more based on the realm of science. I was really disappointed that Scientology was sort of like a cult. I thought it was more about science than what it is. It's about a whole lot of fairy tales and stuff, like as far as I can tell. There's some really weird beliefs. Um, I really fear what people believe in religion sometimes, even though it's none of my business really. It's like as a philosopher, I have concerns about what some of the people believe in faiths and religion. It's like brainwashing almost, or like a cult. People get indoctrinated into certain faiths and like they believe them so wholeheartedly and so deeply that it takes over their lives. There's some seriously successful people in various religions. It's really amazing. So it doesn't define you as a person necessarily. It certainly has an influence or an impact on people's lives, though. I feel like Christianity is one of the safest religions on the earth. It's one of the most agreeable religions on the earth. I don't think people really argue with or disagree with Christianity too much. There might be arguments here and there in between like various fractions or facets of Christianity. There's different divisions or denominations of Christianity. That's something that's kind of interesting. I've always wished I could create my own religion and be a religious leader, because I felt like I was smarter than other religious leaders. I felt like I had more to offer than other religious leaders. But I chose to be like an artist instead. I feel like it's a little bit more freeing and a little bit more uh, or a little less brainwashy. People can use their freedoms to check me out and see what I have to say. They can always turn me off whenever they want to. They can explore what they like of me. That's why I want to put myself out there so much. So I've had a lot of crazy thoughts, and I just want to get them out of my head and onto some sort of media or into some sort of media. So they're like not just bouncing around anymore. They're out there in the world free, having a life of their own. Yeah, I've always dreamt of being a religious leader and having my own religion based on science and artwork. So it's like it wouldn't necessarily discredit Jesus Christ as a figure, but wouldn't necessarily celebrate Jesus Christ as a figure, because like I don't have any evidence of Jesus Christ other than him being in the Bible and stories. Like I was an atheist for the longest time because I didn't believe in the Noah's Ark story in the Bible. So it discredited the whole Bible for me. So it was too far fetched for me to believe in. Cause like that means all those animals would have to have like super abilities or superpowers to survive the journey all the way to the Noah's Ark and to survive the 40 days and 40 nights. And I guess anything is possible. It's just like I find it highly unlikely to have happened. Just like it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I guess those were just really special animals. They were like the Jesus Christ of the animal kingdom. I really get embarrassed of myself sometimes. It makes me want to run and hide, or like makes me wish I was somebody else. So I'm embarrassed of my faith in God and religion. Because like I'm so skeptical of it. I'm not a devout Christian, I'm a skeptical Christian. but still fundamental Christian. I was like, that's just the way I was raised. And like, I got the skepticism of a scientist and of an atheist, and having the heart and openness of a wannabe Christian. Like, I'm looking to be saved. I'm looking to be found. I'm looking to be discovered. But I haven't found anything that like really inspires me to make the leap in believing in the Noah's Ark story. That's pretty much all it is for me. Is that Noah's Ark story? It makes it everything else seems so far fetched. Besides, there's a lot of like magic in the Bible, and like you don't see that stuff in modern society so much, like the parting of the Red Sea or like other things like that, like people coming back from the dead. You see it in fantasy stories a lot. You don't see it anywhere other than the Bible. I fear that like the Bible is created to manipulate people, to get them fascinated in a story and get them to not question it, like undoubting, unwavering faith in the Bible and in God, and like the priest class and ruling class in the world military and government. I feel like it's a program, like an education, where there's an indoctrinating and everything. That's one of my greatest fears to talk about is like religion and politics. Like it's so diluted and confusing that like nobody's really an expert on any of that stuff. There are people who are professional politicians and professional religious advocates who could talk my ear off about faith and politics. I really wish I could have that happen because I'd like to know more about faith in God and politics. But like I haven't found those mentors yet. I'm really confused about the Bible and like all the stories in it. I feel like people who study the Bible are wasting their time. I feel like there's better things to do in this world than study the Bible. I also had dreams that I was Antichrist and that I was Satan too. Excuse me. But I know my name is Steven. I've never been called the Antichrist or Satan by anybody. I've only ever like put that on myself. I didn't feel like I was a good enough person. I felt like I was a bad person for things I've done in my past, and like I was looking to be forgiven. I think I have to find that in within myself because I think God forgives me for what I've done. Because what I've done is pretty petty and shameful, but not unusual or uh, unforgivable. is just sort of stupid and ridiculous. But it is what it is. Um, I really, really, really want to study into hypnotherapy and neurolinguistic programming to apply it to my music. I want to work with natural occurrences that are occurring in sciences and in artwork to get certain effects from my audience or certain results, like encouraging them to dance. I want to design artwork and music to get people to express themselves and help, or to help people express themselves, I should say. I'm really excited about all this education I have to study. I don't get excited about the homework though, or the work. Like, I don't get excited about the songwriting process so much as I get excited about the finished product. I have a lot of hard times with songwriting. I don't understand it that well. It's still sort of like mystical and magical to me. I need to disillusion the writing process so it's less mysterious to me. I feel really lost in the world. I feel out of control and unusual. I don't feel like I fit in very well with others. I want to take advantage of all that stuff in my artwork. So it's like I'm monumentally dysfunctional and like a loner. I want to express that in my artwork 'cause there's a lot of people like that who don't know how to express themselves. It might help people feel better if they feel as though they're seen or heard in some way. I know that's helped me in the past. When I felt like I was identified by somebody. Like that's how I feel about music and artwork and like uh, media and stuff like that. Like a lot of people know their audience super well, and so like they know how to communicate to their audience and know how to help them through what they're looking for. want to be a celebrity so badly. I want to be able to help people so badly from like a position of celebrity. Through recorded media. I want to be like a shaman and a Sherpa for spiritual enlightenment and ego death. I want to help people discover themselves or find themselves when they feel lost. If you're right there, you're not lost. You're just like tripping. You know what I mean? You may feel lost, but maybe just looking for something inside of yourself. Maybe you should stop, slow down, meditate, and pray on it a little bit. Ask the angels and spirit guides for guidance. Maybe you need to ask God for forgiveness for something. Heck, I don't know. But I feel as though there's something that you're here for, and that we're all here for, I suppose. We're all looking for something. I really wish I was smarter than what I am. I wish I was closer to God than what I am. I feel distant from God. I don't feel close to God at all. I know He's supposed to be omnipresent and everything, but I feel distant from Him. Maybe it's just our relationship. I ask Him for help all the time, but I don't really go out of my way to help others. I try to, but like, I try to do it in a way that's comforting for me and like something I hope to be simple for me and something more like on autopilot, or something that's more automatic. I want to create like a machine of my public speaking and my music or my production and my unconscious and conscious mind. I'm still trying to find myself. That's one thing that like I don't really see from other artists is people trying to find themselves There's a lot of artists that are really confident in who they are, or at least appear that way in the media. Maybe kind of like a mirage or like a trick, or like optical illusion. But like I don't know. I don't feel like I'm gonna be successful as an artist because I don't feel like I have anything in me of value. I feel worthless and like suicidal. I feel suicidal because I don't feel like I'm good enough. I don't feel like I'm smart enough or good looking enough to be a celebrity or a famous person or whatever. I fear being homeless or being po- poverty, poverick, and poor for the rest of my life. I want to be able to buy what I want. I want to be able to donate to charity. I want to be able to be off food stamps and stuff. I want to be able to take people on like journeys, on like mystical journeys, mystical magical journeys with my voice, with my storytelling. I know that people go into trance when you speak for 3.5 to 5 minutes. It's like a natural occurrence. That's the kind of stuff I want to take advantage of with my songwriting and my media or my artwork. I really wish I was a professional something. I really wish I was like profoundly good at something. I really wish I could meet my future wife. I wish I could stop wondering about that so much. At least I hope there's a future wife, or at least a future girlfriend. I have really low self esteem and really terrible self image. I don't know how to deal with that. I feel so lost. I really don't feel as though I'm going to be successful as an artist or a songwriter. It's like I don't know what else to do. I feel lost and out of control. I'm undisciplined and like unmotivated, uninspired, and like feel uninspired and defensive. Feel insecure and weak, cowardly, and like possessive. It's not a good feeling. I feel small. I hope this helps somebody someday. Stuff helps me, but like I'm not sure who else it might help. So I want to put it out there because you just never know. You never know what's gonna catch on. I really wish I could be a hit songwriter. And that's all I've ever wanted. I want to be able to prove to my family that I could do what they can, like, do. I can finish, but like, it's they work so hard. They tried so hard to be successful at songwriting as musicians. It's really hurtful that they didn't make it more than they did with how hard they worked. Just wasn't in the cards, wasn't part of their destiny. I really don't think it's part of mine either. I used to believe that. I used to believe that I was born to be a rock star. But like I've seen rock stars on television and stuff like that. I'm not them. I'm just a wannabe. A burnout stoner wannabe. I don't know how to be successful as something other than a stoner wannabe. A burnout, you know what I mean? I'm such a terrible example of the human race, in my opinion. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of like who I am and what I've done, which is pretty much nothing. I've done hardly anything with my life. I feel as though I've peaked already. I didn't really accomplish anything. I don't know. I feel so very disappointed in myself. I wish I could be more accomplished. I wish I was smarter than what I am. I wish I was a natural born genius. I wish I'd gone on my side and stuff like that, but like, I don't feel like anything like that is there for me. I don't feel like I'll ever be considered a genius or like a smart person. Cowardly, yes. Intelligent, no. Maybe my family because they're wishful thinkers or dreamers. Meaning they want stuff and so they like create hallucinations to believe that they have it the way they have it. 'Cause they're in denial. My family's in denial that I'm a burnout loser. I'm in denial about being a burnout loser too. I wish it wasn't so, but like that seems to be the case. I don't really do anything of significance or anything really at all. I wish I could figure myself out. I feel so lost and dizzy and in distress. I feel like I need to be saved, but I don't know what from. I feel like I'm always in a state of impending doom, because I'm a coward. And I'm a schizophrenic too. I'm a cowardly schizophrenic. I wish I wasn't so disappointed in myself for my lackadaisical behavior and my lack of action. My behavior really gets on my nerves. I'm really bothered by my sexuality. I'm kind of bi-curious. I'm not really interested in kissing a man, but I have urges to say that I'm gay. I think it's because I want to be popular. I want to fit in with people. And it's pretty popular to be considered gay these days. Um, I am interested in being pegged, though. I'm interested in anal. I can't get that out of my head. Pretty terrible. I told you I wanted to be confessional. I wanted to be sincere and honest and talk about what was on my mind. I really don't want to act on any of my bi-curiosity or anything like that. And my sexual perversion or kinks. This is something I don't really appreciate. It's like schizophrenic thoughts. So I just want to confess it and get it over with. So I have bi-curious thoughts, but don't want to act on it. I don't think that makes me gay. I think that makes me just human. I think I just want attention and I want to be loved. I want affection, and all that sort of stuff in my life. I'm scared of women and men. I'm scared of people. 'Cause I'm just like a wussy, a big soft pussy, a cream puff. I'm so sad. I feel so lost. I'm so scared. I'm scared because I don't trust my family. They scare me because they're emotionally unstable, mentally ill, like I am. I think I'm maybe a little bit more emotionally unstable, mentally ill than they are. But it's hard to say. They act a little bit more stable than I do. I wish I wasn't sick. I wish I was more capable and competent and confident and a whole bunch of other things. Proud. A whole bunch of stuff that I wish for. I don't feel as though I'll ever really have in my life. Alright. I don't really know what else to talk about. I can talk about being a screw up all day long. About being depressed all day long. Alright, peace.